once again, a lovely round of applause for the last style bender, Isra Adesanya.
Thank you.
Welcome along, man. Last time you were in here, you said to us that you were going to, and it was October last year, you said you were going to go away, fix a few things, and be back. So I'm interested, out of your 100-plus fights, how are you feeling going into this one, this time back as the challenger?
This one, even apart from fighting, just me, the way I feel awesome. My body feels great. I feel fresh, feel clear-headed. It's been a while. By the time I get back in that octagon, it'll be about 11 months and some change. So it'll be almost a year. And yeah, lots happened in a year. So I've had, look, fuck, Dan Hooker, I love that guy. We understand. He says, so what did he say though? How did he word? He said, brother, rock bottom is as good as any foundation to build on. And I was like, bet. Because we know what life is like. So in that year, I've gone through all this in my own challenges, but then I've climbed back. And I do it as a sport sometimes. I hit rock bottom on purpose just so I can climb back out. And yeah, my body, my mind, my soul's all refreshed. So I just kind of want to step into the game again, a new man.
You're right, because Dan, we had him in, and he actually said this about you and the fight.
Now there's like people creeping in, and that everyone's starting that doubt will bring out the best in him.
And he's already like a million times better than he ever looked in the Strickland camp.
That's facts.
Yeah.
You know, I got the chips with the dip on my shoulders, so I love it when people, you know, we live in this generation where everyone has a short attention
Short
span.
memories, too.
And they just, you know, whatever, you know, this and that. They forget the classics. You've given them the classics. And I'm like, cool. And I understand what it is. And I'm very aware. And I hope everyone keeps the same energy after this fight.
You're looking to become the first 3-time middleweight champion. You face Dircus. So there's the history that we sort of all know about that we've seen. What I like about you, that you've told us before, you like to manifest things. You told us before the second Alex Pereira fight that you had the thing in the saying on the mirror, and you'd read it to yourself in the morning. Have you got anything going on this time?
Nah, this one, it's more like, the weird thing is people try to clown me about that when I say, I manifested this. It's like, yeah. It's like saying, imagine if someone, I hate breathing.
Yeah.
It's like you do it every fucking day. Like everyone is constantly creating. You're constantly manifesting. Maybe I think some hippie chicks with blue hair kind of charge the word up a little bit so people are like, oh, yuck. But creating, whatever you want to say it, like we all manifest our life. And a lot of people, it's Monday right now, I bet you they've manifested a shit job. Look at us. We're doing exactly what we want to do, what we love to do, because we actually manifested this. But a lot of people haven't. They just created the shit life that they live, and they end up being NPCs or bots and just live that life. So, yeah, this one, I've created a situation in my mind where I'm free. And again, you said I'm looking to be the first 3-time UFC middleweight champion. I'm not looking to do that. I'm looking to take his head off. That's all I'm looking to do. I'm going after him, and this is not wolf tickets. I feel different, so I just want to go in there, and I have nothing to lose, so that keeps me free. That keeps me free. I've already been the champion once. I've done it twice. I'll do it a third time. Cool story, bro. But yeah.
When you look at me and say I'm coming for his head, I really felt
it was.
Yeah, I could feel the energy.
Yeah.
Sometimes it pops out. Sometimes I'm still chill. You know, I'm still Mr. Friendly guy.
But I can see it. Like when
it
you make eye contact,
sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't mean to. Like,
I'll be honest,
look, the stare
honest.
down, right? Like, I get there, and I didn't know what to expect. And as soon as he approached, he tried to intimidate me, and it's
sort
just
of charged at you.
Boom! Yeah. My mind just switched, and I like watching it back. When I watched it back, I was like, "Oh, there he is."
It's like you planted your toes into the ground, was how you said it.
10 toes, boom! I'm not fucking moving, and he felt me. He knew from that moment. Oh shit! Yeah. Okay, this is a game. This is not a game. So, yeah, I mean, whatever he needs to do to, I guess, sleep at night well, he has to do that.
Get himself to it.
Are there guys that you'd want to take their head off more than others that you've fought? Because obviously you want to take his head off.
Yeah, there's levels. There's levels. Him. It's not on a personal level.
No.
In a sense, because look, I don't really know the guy from a bar. So, but what he said about myself, Kamaru Usman, and Francis Ngannou as blasphemy. As like, bro, he would not be a champion without us. We paved the way for him.
Yeah.
We made it possible. The 1 minute mile or whatever, we made it possible for him. And he's only able to do it in his home country because of his ancestors and what they did. And he doesn't even acknowledge that. So, and I like Razak Kujo, Abdul. He said something about that and called him a bitch because he's like, bro, if you're able to say that because behind your gated fence and your community, you're able to live comfortably.
Yeah.
And then you want to try and clown people for trying to make a better life for themselves when they have a different lifestyle. So for me, yeah, it's not about anything personal. I just want to take his head off and add that to my mantelpiece, and that will be the trophy I'll take from this fight. Fuck the belt.
I've seen inside your house. I think that would look really nice.
Yeah, it would. Yeah.
Also, I don't know if you saw the video of Rog when we asked him on Friday about his UFC moves. Did you see that?
Yeah,
He
no,
might
I
have
tagged you in
You
it.
did tag me in it, yeah.
He might have inspired you.
He starts with a double jab,
Yeah.
and then he goes into
was that thing
a
you did?
shin
A
kick,
shin kick.
and then
Damn,
a
where?
flying
Head,
knee.
leg,
A flying. I
toes.
saw you do it.
Okay.
It looked a
knee-
little bit
A
different.
knee to the head.
Okay.
I've seen you do it, and it's
And then just-
impressive. Yeah.
I see.
I
I
mean,
feel that. Yeah.
Yours look way better than mine.
Yeah.
It's relative, you know. It's all relative, but still, I'm sure you can get. If you can get to the head,
Yeah.
leave him dead.
Have you got any new moves?
New moves. A couple. Yeah, actually, yeah. We've been working on some stuff. We brought back some old things, just basics, back to basics. You can never ever work on the basics enough. So we just refined the basics a lot. And yeah, this fight, I'm not gonna promise anything but to bring my best, and I'm
Right.
bringing my best in this fight.
Right.
Fucking bro, if you know me, you know how I get down. And for me, like I just turned 35, and I just know how my body is at this age. So this is the first camp that I actually had a preseason.
Yeah.
I've had a deload week even in this camp, and all my meals are made by Matt, Uncle Muzz, my chef. So yeah, I've been fueled properly. Not just Uber Eats every fucking meal, because I was doing it and just whooping ass, so it wasn't really a problem.
Yeah, yeah.
I was able to just be outside and then go spar and then just still be the champ, so it wasn't really a problem. So this camp, I just kind of moved accordingly. Actually, fucking, probably for the first time, I lived like a proper athlete.
Isn't that extraordinary?
Wow.
think
That's
so.
your
That's-
sentence
I know.
at 35.
Yeah.
With that much experience and that much victory, that is the first time.
I think so.
What the fuck were you up to, man?
Don't ask. There'll be a book or something later on. I'll express. But yeah, for me, again, Father Time catches up to everyone. So eventually you realize, look, there's certain things that we just need to adjust, and that way I can really optimize and squeeze the juice out of this shit before I let it go. So I really want to make sure by the time I'm done with this, I've maximized everything, and I know like I did everything I could. I don't want to be done and be like, man, what if I ate more cleanly, or what if I did this? And it's all little details. Like sometimes
The 1%ers they talk
exactly,
Yeah.
bro. When I was whooping ass and all that stuff, it didn't bother me. I'll go eat Burger King or whatever. Like it's nothing, and those little differences make a big difference in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one thing that I reckon, you can tell me if I'm wrong, has it helped your mental, physical, entire state? But what I've noticed in your near year off is you've diversified quite a lot. So I've seen not just the fighter, I follow you online obviously, but more the businessman has come out. So there's places named after you, there's property development, there's restaurant businesses that you've sort of become
Shout
a
out
part
Broke
of.
Boy Taco. Yeah.
Tried it on the weekend, Broke Boy
Yeah.
Taco, unreal. Took
Bro,
the family, it was amazing.
What I love is, look, Bruce Lee said, do not fear a man that practice 1,000 kicks. Fear the man that practice one kick 1,000 times. And this guy, Sean, does birria tacos awesome. The best. So he just knows birria, that's what I do. I know the sauce, I know the everything, and he just put everything. And it was so organic as well. Shout out to David who kind of made it happen, because we had the same idea.
Your
but
brother.
We didn't,
brother,
but we didn't want to step on toes, and he didn't want to be like a guy asking for help.
Yep.
But it was just organic, and then he's a good dude, and it just works. And you see constantly lines outside the door.
Oh man,
Yeah.
it
It's
was so good.
unreal.
But the service was good.
Yeah.
With all these different things you're doing, do you enjoy painting with different brushes?
Yes, yeah, I do. But again, I have a great team behind me. My dad, my brother, my managers, but mainly my dad and my brother when it comes to the business side of things. And yeah, look, I'm the one doing this stuff, but it's a family business. Like what I do it for my family, but then eventually for my family. So yeah, I do like painting with different brushes. I do like learning. And it broadens the horizon because I'm not going to do this shit forever, be fighting forever. So right now, I'm going to milk this shit. Oh, guess what I found the other day?
What?
Bro, oh, Golly sent it to me. I'll just share with you guys now. I found a letter. She found a letter she was cleaning from 2012 from my last job that I ever worked. And it was a letter for my pay rise. Guess how much it was? Let me find it.
What were you doing?
I was
Was that the
data entry at a metering company, a gas company.
Yeah.
So this is 14th August 2012.
Wow.
I am pleased to advise you that your base salary has been increased by 2% to $38,242 per annum, effective from 1st June 2012. And I wrote this. What did I write there? In the corner.
You see, so he's been given a 2% raise.
Yeah.
Israel replied with, "Fucking kidding, right?"
So I'm gonna grab it off her. That's a relic right there. I'm gonna grab it off her and frame that because that's
good.
That literally just inspired me yesterday. I got it yesterday. And I was like, we've come a long way.
And it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
No.
2012. I mean,
I
in the
know.
grand scheme of things now, but again. Manifest shit, it comes real. And people don't understand the techniques to doing it as well. They think it's all bullshit, but we all create our lives. Everybody, you can create your life. You can manifest your life into something amazing that you want to do on this beautiful Monday. And I know what I want to do, and I'm doing it, and we are as well. So
You know what you weren't doing in 2012? You didn't have a mural.
oh yeah, that
Yeah,
Central
it's
Walk.
impressive.
How did that come about?
So Owen Dippy, he's a legend in the game and in the streets, and I've always seen his work all over Auckland. Even at our first gym, there was one by the bridge, this beautiful portrait of a Maori lady with a tamoko, and I remember just always seeing it constantly in his work everywhere. And then he just hit me up saying he'd like to paint me, and I was like, okay, but he just takes inspiration from what I've done. And he appreciates what I've done for the city. And I like the fact that he's put me right there in the heart of the city.
Just so good.
Yeah.
Just tucked away, but you see me.
Oh, yeah.
You see me.
Yeah.
So for me, I like it. I don't mind. I'm like, it's nice to be embedded in the city for as long as it can be.
We're thinking of getting one for Rog.
Yeah. I mean, you've been
Deserves
around
it.
for a long time. I think so. You're a legend in this game.
There's you want to walk past the wall here at work. Outside's quite big, isn't it?
Yeah. I think you could.
Take the media.
You know
works.
what?
reckon, Rob?
How about I forget one
Yeah.
of you like Michael Jordan with the wingspan? Boom, right there. Yeah.
Like some sort of mid-flying
And just put a
head
mic.
kick or
Yeah,
something.
put the headphones on and the mic in your hand. That'd be cool.
So I imagine the next few
Yeah.
weeks leading up to your fight is going to be pretty hectic.
Yeah, this
What
is
do
our
you-
last hard week, so this is
Yeah.
like I guess
Right.
hell week. So this is
Yeah.
gonna be, this is
is
the
it.
one we like, and then next week is fight week, so we just taper down and just sharpen things up, and then lose weight, and then
Yeah.
What do you do to get away from the noise in your head? Because I know if I'm having a funny day, I just look at your Instagram.
Yeah.
It makes me feel so much better.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I'll try and put more content,
Yeah.
like more wholesome
We need
stuff.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But for me, what do I do? I've just had experience at this, so I just know how to control myself, and I know how to like take things, just take things as they are. Like example, this fight's awesome. It's important. It's really important to me. This is one of the most important fights in my life, but it's not everything. Like, how can I ever express this? Look, I could have. Okay, last week something happened that I could have died, and also someone else could have died, and it could have been really bad. And I was just like, first of all, at a certain age, I think every 3 years we need to renew your license. I live in Remmers, right? So there's a lot of old people.
Yeah.
A lot of old people, and they drive
So
still.
Bryce lives there.
Yeah, he's pretty young. Yeah, he's fat. But like, I just think like, man, sometimes because there's so many times people just pull out of nowhere, and then they just, I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So for me, I just realized that moment was fucking life flashed before my eyes, and then made me realize I don't really care about anything else, because if that happened, this fight's not happening.
Yeah.
It's all perspective. So for me, I don't have to worry about anything. I'm free. That's the main thing, is just being free, and I've had experience doing that.
So now, you previously, right? You before the Pereira fight, you had a dog collar on, and you unleashed the dog. You unleashed yourself before the fight.
Like Jet Li.
I've heard and seen in this that the dragon is within. All right, so I love these animal-based things.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is show you a series of fighters, and I want you to tell me what animal first comes to mind when I show you these
bet.
fighters.
Yep,
okay,
let's go.
First photo I'm showing Israel is Muhammad Ali.
Ooh. Okay, in my head Dragon. Fucking hell.
He's
That's
the
first-
he's
yeah,
Dragon.
It came to me straight away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Second fighter is Bruce Lee.
Oh, Bruce Lee.
Cobra.
Cool. Oh, yes, I
yes.
love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Third fighter is Daniel the Hangman
geez.
Hooker.
He scares me. He terrifies me.
A hyena.
Yes! That is perfect.
A
He
hyena.
looks like a,
Yes.
God, he is.
he also looks like a kangaroo a little bit.
Oh yeah, that jackass
Yeah.
kangaroo. Yes, I agree.
And a fucking menace at one
a
as
menace.
well.
Oh, I'll tell you, Dan is one of the most unique people you'll ever meet.
We
If
love
you
him.
ever- If you ever have a chance to meet him, it could end good or bad for you.
Right, so just before I'm going to come back to it.
Yeah,
Next
yeah.
fighter, Dircus Du Plessis.
You're fighing him in
Let me
2 weeks.
see.
See.
What animal first springs to mind? Isra
To be,
Adesanya.
I'd say like a hippo. Nah, but you have to understand. No, in Africa, they're the biggest killers,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
true.
a hippo.
That's very true.
He's
And
like I said,
aggressive.
He's a
They're
thick boy,
aggressive.
Yeah, that's true.
but he's slow.
Last fighter that I'm
Yeah.
showing Israel first is Roger Farrelly.
That is just a Women's Day too. Wow.
He was a-
Okay, bet.
Yeah.
Wow.
I won hottest hunk in radio in 2017.
Let's go.
Yeah.
What do you see, Izzy?
So this is just like a beautiful white stallion just jogging across the beach in slow motion. That's all I can see right now.
Yes.
Oh, you're
I
too
can literally see
kind.
it
You're too kind.
just galloping.
Just gliding
Just- oh,
through.
bro.
Yeah.
No,
That is
no.
beautiful.
Great
Oh,
answers.
well, Isra Adesanya with us, big fight in a couple of weeks' time. Dircus Du Plessis, sorry. Hey, look, I know you've been training. The Olympics are on at the moment, which I'm sure you have some sort of interest in. And, we were talking about the pole vaulter
Yeah, the penis.
who knocked the bar
Have you
off
seen
with his
it?
penis.
Nah,
That's
sure.
massive.
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't
Yo,
seen
gives
this,
a
has
look.
he?
Yeah,
I'll show
so
you
we'll
this.
show
So
you.
he's 21. He's a Frenchman.
Yeah,
Got the baguette on him, eh?
yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, man.
Yeah.
So
That was and balls too.
Yeah.
his
He missed out on
penis
the medal.
Oh no. When was
Yeah.
this?
on the weekend.
Yeah, in the
Oh,
weekend.
sacre bleu.
I know. He's
So
missed out.
finally, me and you know, like
Yeah.
that makes us relatable, I guess, to the Olympics.
I understand.
That's
I
why me and
understand.
Izzy can't
Yeah.
pole
Get out of
vault.
here.
Yeah, same.
I need to claim that
You have to
bullshit
use your
bell.
pole properly. Definitely barred up.
Any sport that you think you might you'd be good at most things, but is there a sport that you think I'd give that a go?
Something I would never. Something I'd give a go.
The breakdancing's there this year too.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't want MMA in the Olympics. I think it's silly. I think bring Muay Thai in the Olympics
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Maybe Jiu-Jitsu in the
True.
Olympics. But I think MMA as a whole, just it's kind of messy.
Yeah.
But breakdancing, that's cool. Skateboarding, I like that.
Yeah.
That's cool. There's an 11-year-old girl doing that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Olympics, look, all the controversy around it, I say just support the athletes.
Yep.
And I know I even, you know what, from now on, I'll leave women's fight to women. I'm going to leave it to you guys because whenever I try to speak up about it and then apparently I got it wrong or a lot of people got it wrong and there's misinformation.
I think
I'm
a lot
like,
of people did, man. It's a good
Yeah.
thing that you brought this up.
Yeah.
No,
reckon
I
a
know
lot of
because
people did.
I spoke up about it because look, I don't like to get triggered, and when something triggers me, and I'm a fighter, and I saw that, I'm just like, what? And I saw the news or the
Yeah.
articles that was speaking on it. I was like,
Yeah.
why are they letting a trans person? And then I find out later, okay, she wasn't actually a trans.
Correct.
So to the lady, my bad, I got that wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, for me, still, there's just all this gray area. Even now, they let some
Yeah.
pedo guy compete.
That's
from-
the worst of all.
That's-
A
yeah.
convicted rapist.
Yeah, compete. And I'm
Yeah.
like, wait, so
Yeah.
what? He
Yeah.
served his time, cool, but you're still going to let
Yeah.
him compete in the
know.
Olympics.
Yeah.
And that still goes against the guidelines of the Olympics rules. And then also the Olympic ceremony, I put something up with the guy with his nuts hanging out dancing
Yeah.
behind the kid. And there's that. Don't come for me. I don't know nothing. What? I know nothing. But anyway, to the lady, the boxer, I am sorry. I didn't understand what was going on. But as a fighter, I just don't like seeing people take
Well-
heavy damage from someone who should not be in there. And I don't know what's the deal with her.
So I reckon
But
that's the
yeah.
thing, man. I reckon on Friday, can I
Yeah.
just say my 2 cents for what it's
Yeah.
worth? Right? I reckon on Friday, and I had chats with different people around the office about this.
Yeah.
I reckon a lot of people would have come with genuine concern because they
Yeah.
didn't want people to get injured, right?
Exactly.
That's where the main part
Yeah.
came from.
I
and
know.
then,
I do this to people.
I know, but then
Yeah.
it fueled
Yeah.
haters
Yeah.
to say dumb shit.
Yeah.
And then the correct information came out, and then
Yeah.
we get to where we should be, which is
And again,
which
it's
is great.
So again, like I know when I messed up,
Yeah.
and I can say that, but I just feel like, look, there needs to be more, I guess, scrutiny.
Correct.
From the organizers, not
Yeah.
the athletes. I don't want the athletes to take the brunt. I want the athletes to shine above the bullshit.
Yeah, nice.
But the organizers, what they're doing with the opening ceremony and with their agendas and letting the rapists compete in the Olympics, and then they. let me just pull back a little bit. But yeah, anyway, I think we can do better. They can do better. They can do better.
Israel, you're a busy man. You're going to go. So we're going to finish very quickly with a quick fire.
Let's go.
Okay.
All right, bet.
Okay. First few things that come into your head. Your favorite UFC fight you were in?
Ooh, favorite one, Paulo Costa. That was just fun. That was fun. And I made that look easy. That was my most fun fight. If
you had to pick 4 other UFC fighters in history, you got to team up on a 5-on-5. So who are the 4 you're taking?
I'll take Francis Ngannou. Okay, well, Francis Ngannou, Bam Bam Tuivasa, Dan Hooker. He's crazy. That's why.
Oh yeah, man, he's a maniac.
5. I'll take the big Oos, Carlos Ulberg. He can get down. He gets down.
Yeah, I like him.
And yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And have you guys had him on yet?
Yeah.
No,
and we had Navajo in the other week.
Oh no way,
Man,
Big Nav.
He looks
he's
like
good
a
as well.
Bond villain.
Yeah, he is. Now he's. I actually said to Eugene today when he was training, I said, I'm glad I never fought him kickboxing.
Yeah.
Because if
He's
we
a
came up at the same time
unit.
kickboxing, if we had fought kickboxing, that would have been a really hard fight for me back then. But yeah, Navajo's a beast. You guys should have him on more. And one
he's
more.
good.
I'd say one more. I'd say UFC fighter. I want to pick someone from my gym, but I'll say UFC fighter. UFC fighter. Who I'd pick? Chuck Black. Let's talk David in there. Let's talk David in there. He's not a UFC fighter, bro. He can bang. He can bang. He can
You,
bang.
David.
He can bang. Yeah.
Well
Chuck
done,
and
mate.
DBB.
He's the 145.
Yeah,
pound champ.
145 pound uncrowned. Yeah, let's chuck him in there.
Okay, and I'll end with 2 last questions.
Yeah,
best
easy.
3 celebs you've met, right? And have there ever been any that you didn't realize who they were?
So, okay, I have a good story about
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
We're
Yep.
waiting for this.
So, best 3 I've met, I'd say Coolest, Drake. The Rock was awesome, the energy. And there's so many nice people, man.
Yeah.
A lot of assholes, but there's so many nice people. So, Drake, The Rock, and I'd say...
What was Eminem like? That must be
Eminem was cool. He was just... Because... I don't get starstruck often, and
But
when
that's
that happened,
Eminem.
I was just like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
And then Ike, my security guy, just tapped him and just mentioned my name. He's like, "Oh, yo," and I was like, "Hey, what's up, man? I just want to grab a pic. Big fan." Boom. I took a pic and I let him go because I didn't want to. People try to hold you hostage with the conversation.
Like I do to you.
No, you don't. You my boy. Nah, but this is willing. I'm a willing participant in this.
Yeah.
But so I'd say, and Andrew Schultz is pretty cool. He's my guy. All the Flagrant crew, shout out to Flagrant, Asshole Army. But yeah, so I finished beating Brad Tavares, and then the next night I'm watching Dan Hooker fight Gilbert Burns at some UFC, the pay-per-view, and then okay, let me get this
Anthony
right real
Kiedis?
quick. I was gonna say Anthony Kiedis. I got him confused with David Grohl. I was gonna make sure. I'm telling you the story. So he pulled up to me, and I'm just like, "Yo, what's up, man?" I knew the face. And I was like, "Yo, what's up, man?" And then like Ash, my manager's next to me, like, I was like, "No." Oh no! Oh, I was like, "Oh shit, my bad, sorry, bro." He's like, "It's okay," and he was so nice about it.
Yeah.
And we talked for about 5 minutes.
Oh,
and he's
wow.
such a huge UFC fan.
Yeah.
And he's always there watching it, like wherever he is backstage. So that one, I had
You
like my
thought
moment.
Anthony Kiedis was Dave Grohl.
From Foo Fighters.
Yeah, I
And
just
and did he look
They don't-
gutted? What did he?
No, he
no,
just
didn't care.
He
He
didn't
was
care.
fine.
It happens
Just-
to me sometimes as well. You know, the one is for me, it's there'll be a bunch of people, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, stop it," and this and that. And
Yeah.
there's that one person, and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know who you are." I'm like, "That's okay. I'm Israel. What's your name?" And I like meeting people on a first name basis because that way they don't have like a preconceived notion
No.
of who
Yeah.
they think I am, and I get to meet them actually on a first name basis, and that's nice. So I enjoy that.
Last question. How did you learn about the birds and the bees? It's a question we've been asking everybody in Quickfire.
Why is David laughing?
How did I learn about? Well, I mean, just primary school boys were talking.
Yeah.
I think there's one of my friends in primary school in Nigeria. We were probably like 9, and then he brought this magazine to school, and he was like, "Guys, so there's 3 holes apparently you can put it in." And I was like, "What do you mean?" I didn't understand.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Yeah," and then he just like showed us the magazine, and we're just like, "Whoa, this is at lunchtime," and we're just freaking out. Like, "Where'd you get this from?" And apparently got it from one of his housemates. He just found it under the bed, and I was like, "Holy shit!" Yeah, so.
Yeah.
That's what and then for the longest time, I actually thought there was 3 holes down there you can put it in. till I realized.
A lot of guys think that.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. How does this work again?
Where is it?
Do you know, we always ask,
Yeah.
because...
But I'd say this, look, I think the best way to learn is parents just fucking nut up and teach your kids. If not, someone else will, or the government will. You don't want that.
Yeah.
So just nut up and tell your kids, have the uncomfortable conversations. Like, look, you came from my balls.
Yeah.
That's it.
I called my parents in a 69. That's how I found out.
Yo.
Yeah, no.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
That's how we learn. It haunts him to this day.
Have a good fight.
Isra
Thanks,
Adesanya.
Yeah.
You're the best.
UFC,
I can see it now.
No,
Well, so good eat.
Just two Rogers.
UFC 305. Go well, mate. This
Yeah,
has been
all the best.
Starting fires.
It's been
Yeah.
the best interview. Thank you so much.
No worries,
Thank
brother.
you.
PTSD, it's all good. It's good for you. It's good
You're
for
the
you.
best.